Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's episode of Monday Mix Up, or whatever it is we're going to be calling it. Mix Up sounds fine. How's everybody doing today? I am actually surprised I got her to stay on the bed. That's what took me a few extra moments there. Hi. Because our neighbors are apparently moving, and there are trucks outside with a ton of moving folk who are making enough noise that she can hear her or hear them. So, yeah. If she starts barking, I apologize ahead of time. Hopefully everything will be fine. How are you all doing? I see Raven and Stacy and Steph, first time chatter, and I believe it is Steph from TTRPG Kids who designed the game that we're going to be looking at today. Yeah, poor Libby. She's so abused. It's terrible for her to have to live in a household where things happen. Thank you for the gift sub. I noticed my alert didn't show up. Still messing with the alerts with the new overlay. It is a thing. Glad you're doing okay at least, Raven. Hopefully okay turns to well soon. I have actually had a sinus infection for, well, a while, and last Wednesday after the stream, it just really started kicking my butt. So I've been really quiet the last several days now, last few days. So hopefully my voice will handle doing this today. I think it's okay. If I sound like Elmer Fudd or something, just let me know. I apologize. And we're going to give this a try because I really wanted to jump into this today. I didn't want to put it off. The game, Constructs Nature, is coming to crowdfunding very soon. I believe it is July. I want to say 6th, but I could be wrong on that. You can find out by following the link that is currently in chat. Also, go over and follow them on social media. You can follow them on Twitter and the link that's in the chat, but also TTRPG Kids, if you just search for them. They are in all of the social medias that I use anyway. And so Threads, they're on Threads, they're on Twitter, they're on Blue Sky. It might be TTRPG Kids or TTRPG Steph. Or Kids Steph. Yeah, I was kind of anti-screen time for a few days. You're typing up campaign notes and wondering what you were thinking. What were you playing when you were typing up, or what were you playing for what you're typing up now? Because I'm super curious what it is that you were like, what am I thinking? What was I thinking? Yeah, I was anti-screen time because the sinus infection, there was like so much sinus pressure that like my eyes, like Saturday, which is why we canceled Mothership. I could barely open my left eye. It was just like gunky and swollen and gross and bleh. Yeah, no brain demons, just grossness. Adjacent demons. Anyway, let's go over and check out the game. So we're going to go through the character Micken. And for the demo, there's no music and there's no narration. So I'm going to do my best for narration for this, as the game itself will have these things once it is. Hello, Cozy. Welcome in. I love that you love this. I hope you have an amazing... Are you also streaming? Or are you just going off to... you know, live life to its fullest. Chaos. Chaos. Hey, Miko, welcome in. Thanks for joining us today. I have to ask where the dragon emoji comes from. Because I don't... Oh, it's Tails on Tap, isn't it? Because it is so cute. Nice. So yeah, gonna do my best for narrating. The crowdfunding will, I'm assuming, this is just my assumption because it doesn't say it in here, but the crowdfunding is for the narration and all that stuff. But the chapter 1 and the demo, so this part here, chapter 0 and chapter 1 are available as demonstrations for it. And we're gonna just kind of follow this through. So this is a pre-release demo. The document does not yet have audio narration, music, or sound effects. Content, art, and other aspects may be changed for the final release. To support this project, get ready to reserve your copy. Head over to their backer kit, which once again... Nice, the crowdfunding is for hiring a narrator. Excellent. Do you have anyone in mind that you're going to hire to do the narration? I'm just curious. Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, totally makes sense. Get him to sign that contract first. Cozy's not streaming right now, but it'll be on tonight for some Dungeons and Dragons Online. Excellent. I am doing all right, thank you, and I hope you're doing well too. I'm super, Steph, I'm super excited to see who it is. I'm definitely going to be following the Kickstarter. Are you going to do it on Kickstarter or BackerKit? I know the link goes to BackerKit, but that's a lot of the call to action stuff these days. So it'll be on BackerKit. Cool. So hopefully you can announce who that is soon. There are some folks out there that I'm like, it would be cool if it was this person. Trying out their team up feature with another creator. Interesting. I haven't seen that. I haven't really done anything as far as crowdfunding goes on BackerKit myself, so looking forward to seeing it. Okay, so just as a reminder, all of this work is protected and the copyright may not be shared either as a whole or in part without permission from the creator. Thanks, Steph, for letting me do this today. Please contact hello@ttrpgkids.com for inquiries. And with that, we're going to jump in. So A Construct's Nature is a narrated, therefore the narration, solo journaling TTRPG. Writing, art, and layout is by Steph Campbell, who's in chat. Say hi, everyone, to Steph. And narration is by To Be Determined. Please wait for the arrow to appear before clicking to not miss any of the content. This section covers character creation. Will take 15 to 45 minutes depending on how much time you take to journal. This is a solo journaling game that lets you make story choices as you play. The game is intended to be acceptable for all audiences and ages. However, it does contain mild peril and potential shutdown to the player's character if they are significantly damaged. The choices you make will also set the tone of your personal story. If this game becomes too intense at any time, please step away from the story and exercise self-care. If necessary, you may change story elements to maintain your well-being. First of all, huge hearts for sorry, my brain just turned off. The Lines and Veils statement there, essentially. The self-care, don't go into a story if it's not one that you're comfortable playing. Mechanics and character creation will be explained as you play. However, you may also consult the accompanying journal in advance. Very cool. In this story, you will play as a construct, a machine that was created long ago in a world full of magic. Constructs were often created to assist with menial tasks and generally had no independent thought. But some, whether by intention or by accident, became steeped in an energy that allowed them to eventually take on a life of their own. Awesome. Also, I wanted to double check. I know Stacy is in chat, and we were talking last week about how the overlay Rippies, it had all of the like plants and everything kind of growing and all that, and so I changed it out. I'm actually still kind of working on this one. It'll be a little different next week, but hopefully everything looks better and you can see everything clearly. I know it was in the way, and that was problematic. A construct intentionally infused by its creator with the element of fire may gain heat resistance, making it perfect for assisting with blacksmithing, and may also give them a tendency to want to curl up near a warm hearth at the end of the day. A construct exposed day in and day out to their creator's curiosity and ingenuity will, while helping around the workshop, may absorb some of that excess energy over time and develop their own interest in tinkering and creation. Nice, glad it's better. Woohoo! And now we come to you. That spark of life has somehow found its way into your core, and you start to wake up. Wake up. I clicked before the arrow, sorry. Wake up! That's my dog in the morning. Your optical sensors come online first. You cannot move. You cannot turn to see yourself yet. You can only observe. You process your visuals. Light. Natural light streams in from above. Color. There is backlit foliage nearby. Movement. Something darting away. You seem to be in a ruined building. You spot a singular bright flower growing between the weathered floorboards. What does it look like? Write or draw your response in your journal. Well, I just so happen to have the character sheet set up here. And at the bottom, we're going to put in these character creation bits. So, what does the bright flower growing between the weathered floorboards look like? We're going to do this together. If anyone has any recommendations, throw them at me. So red flower, okay. With stripes. What color are the stripes? Violet. Do these violet stripes run the length or the width of the flower's petals? Raven is better on actual flowers. That's right. This doesn't actually have to be an actual flower, though. We can make a flower up. It can look like whatever flower we want it to be. It is a make-believe flower. Zebra stripes, so kind of across the width of the... What color is the center of the flower? Oh, lengthways. The yellow center shines brightly. Excellent. Does this flower have a specific shape? Is it more round or spiky on the edges? Star-shaped. I'm going to go back and correct my spelling and put star-shaped petals. Excellent. All right. What other details do you see? What other types of plants are there? What colors are they? Do the leaves rustle? Do you see water? Where's the light coming from? The moon? All right, so what other details do we have? We're inside this abandoned house or this abandoned building. There's light streaming in from above. Are there other plants? Or is it just like a bunch of these red flowers? Nice. Mossy covered stones with blue glowing runes. What's the natural light that's streaming in from above? Is it daylight? Is it coming from some other natural source, such as the moon, like reflected light? Or is there something, so it's daylight, okay. Is there a hue to the daylight? Is it like ours where we kind of see it as, you know, just warmish, kind of white light, but warm? Or is it a tinted light? Is it cooler or warmer? Is it purple? Warm daylight, light. Nice. I was hoping that the music would fit. Is there anything else that we see? A note. Excellent. Is the note on a piece of like paper or parchment, or is it written on the wall? Is it written on one of those stones? Handwritten, tossed in the corner or on the floor. Okay, so we'll say paper. There's a handwritten note on paper, tossed on the floor. Door. Excellent. Information floods your optical interpreter as you receive this deluge of data. I almost just said data. You take a moment to focus on particular elements one at a time. Write or draw a few of them in your journal. What is it about the mossy stones Are they dark stones? Are they... Oh, I missed one earlier. Buds of the red flower on other stems, vines, ferns, and other greenery abounds. Okay, let's put that here. Mossy stones are deep gray. The blue light, is it a bright blue, like the sky or brighter, or is it a darker blue? Hooray, I remembered how to spell emanate correctly. Stones hum softly. Is it in a tune, or is it in just like a constant kind of droning? I am really surprised Libby didn't just freak out. They just dropped something over there. Okay, so the stones hum softly. A deep droning noise. Okay. What about the handwritten note? Is there anything detailed about that we want to add? Anything about the paper or the ink? The handwriting itself? I'm just gonna go with okay, so the paper itself is weathered but not old, with familiar handwriting in sepia ink. Okay. Are there any bugs or other things about the foliage? Like, are there creatures that are moving through it? Maybe they're little lizards or bugs or spiders. Maybe the vines themselves are moving. Maybe the red flowers are actually turned towards the blue light that comes from the stones instead of from towards the sunlight. True, all plants do slowly move, but I mean more rapidly slowly move than normal plant movement. Butterflies and ladybird. Ladybirds or ladybugs? I'm not sure what a ladybird is. Now I have to Google that. Oh, same thing. They flutter about the foliage. Yeah, I totally, when I Googled it, it was like, in the other parts of the world that aren't the US. plants around the stones move slightly. Okay. As you get used to your visual receptors and find calm, other modes of perception activate. Your other senses wake up. You receive audio input. You detect temperature and humidity. You feel. What sounds do you hear? Answer bold questions like this in your journal. We'll go back over to the journal. And I will actually click on the journal so I can type on it, not on the streaming screen. Sounds. It is a fun game to collaborate on. I really enjoy things like this because they can absolutely be solo journaling projects, but in a stream like this is perfect. I love this. Sounds. So we have the droning from the stones. But what else is there? Steph says one of her intentions with this is for... Sorry, I totally assumed there. If your pronouns are not she, her, please let me know. One of my intentions with this is for teachers to be able to use in class. I'm glad it's working as a collab game. Perfect. That is fantastic. That is awesome, Stacy. So there's the droning hum from the stones. Echoes of time past. It's like voices and workshop sounds. Now the question is, are these coming from they, them? Good to know. Thanks. Are these echoes coming from maybe your memory as this construct as you're waking up, or are they coming from like the plants themselves, or maybe these versions of ladybirds or butterflies or something are actually capable of like mimicking noises, and these are kind of like those amazing birds that can like replicate hundreds of noises. It's amazing. What do you think? Where do you think the sounds come from? The plants. Okay. So maybe these red flowers have some kind of auditory recording ability that they emanate sound. These echoes seem to come from the red flowers. All right. What is the climate like? I'm going to do a little wish fulfillment here. It's cool. Mostly dry. Though with enough humidity to be comfortable. As I'm sitting here in the northern desert of Colorado, And the next several days are supposed to be about 100 degrees. Ugh. Yeah, we're definitely getting a heat wave, which I'm never a fan of. You know that some individuals have special sensing equipment like heat mapping, magical proximity detection, or ground vibration sensing. You seem to be one such individual. What is your special sensing equipment? What does it tell you about the world you find yourself in? I do like the vibration stuff, because that could help us to figure out more about what's going on with these plants and this hum. Um, but it could also be something uh, like heat vision, like we can switch over to see different um, ranges of light. What does everyone think? Special senses. Uh, Northern Colorado, I guess, is considered high desert or like plains desert. It's once you go just outside the mountains, which I live kind of on the edge of, um, it just turns from like really nice trees and cool weather and stuff into scrub brush and being baked to death. Okay, not to death. It's not that hot here, but it's uncomfortable. But only during the next 4 to 5 weeks, really. Our really uncomfortable summers are not that long. Vibrations, okay. Vibration sensing. What does this tell us about the world that we find ourselves in? Maybe there is, much like fungus networks, like mycelial networks, or like aspen trees, these organisms that are really largely underground. Their root systems are underground, or the like mushrooms are just like the flowers of fungus. Really, they're not separate individual growths. Um, Trees and fungus communicate. Go Captain Planet. Um, so maybe the maybe it's the moss on the rocks, or maybe it's the, yes, fruiting bodies. Um, Buildings in the UK are designed to retain heat. Is that because it gets so cold, or just to make you miserable when it's hot? I think that this vibration sensing allows us to understand that there is a deeper um, growth, like whether it's a fungus or something. Maybe it's these stones, and they're part of a deeper network. These stones are actually not separate, but are carved out from what's further underground, and they're all vibrating. Both, you think? Nice. So let's go with the vibration sensing allows us to understand that the stones are part of a deeper network that is really also vibrating. There we go. As you explore this new sense, oh, uh-oh. Lots of noises. You feel your joints release. uh, every given morning. You shift slowly at first and begin to see yourself. You are a machine. It seems you are specifically a construct, a tool created by someone for some purpose. Ouch, I felt that. Though you can recall no instructions about this purpose. Your first instinct is to search for a creator, but it is obvious they are not here. You recall movement from when you first awoke, but other than that, you seem to be alone. With your creator's absence and a lack of any directions, your systems run their standard activation checks, and you take in what you are. Hooray, data! For the following slides, consider how each element will function as you play. For example, how you move as you create your character. Do not fill in your character sheet yet. You move your core sensing unit. How does it function? Is it a head, part of a torso, or your sensors spread throughout your body? Actually, I should go back for that one. So, whoop. Core sensing unit. All right, so as a construct, and for those of you who have caught Sentience the couple of times we've played it here on the channel, there are certain themes here that I'm definitely reminded of, as far as like machines that are created for a task that becomes sentient, hence sentience. And if you saw the art for those, some of them were very humanoid, and some of them were like a box with a camera eye and some like little crane arms and stuff. So obviously it doesn't need to be humanoid. What do we think that this particular construct looks like? Totally like Claptrap, right? Is that what we want to go with for this construct? Are we building Claptrap? Do we have a like one wheel? I got bit by something earlier and it itches. I know, no scratching. It does not help. But every so often I just find myself doing it, and then I'm like, ah. So I think this core sensing unit, itchy bug bites are the worst. Raven's brain just abandoned her in the heat. Totally understandable. Let's go with the Claptrap. So the core sensing unit is part of the torso. Though I feel like the sensors are spread out, as the vibration stuff is probably like lower in the cube. He's not really a cube, but the rectangle. You detect your composition. What are you made of? Are you wood, metal, stone? Yeah, he's like a triangular rectangle thing. Not quite a pyramid, because the bottom of him is flat, but he definitely comes down at angles. It would be interesting if this, because we are in a magical realm, what if this construct is stone? Or wood? Sorry, Stacy. I know you're doing stuff, but I am glad that you are here to help out and interested in it so much. That's fantastic. I'm gonna go with stone. The main composition is stone. Maybe there are other parts, unless somebody's like, no, they really should be something else. Or is it organic in other ways? Are you plant, like not wood, not like carved, but were you like grown through magic in your like fibrous, like viney stuff? Totally, Leshy versus Poppet. Uh-huh. Okay, so we'll go with mainly stone. You test your mobility. How do you move? Do you have legs, treads, a rolling ball base, hover lifts? Oh, I like that. There's like a planter on your head that grows like plants as your hair. Reminiscent of hair. Mobility. So, if we're going with Claptrap as an idea, he has like the singular tire. But is the wheel made of rubber, or is it also stone, or is it also plant-like? Absolutely. There you go, Stacy. You check your interactive tools. How do you reach the world? Do you have arms, tentacles, hands, claws? By the way, I love interactive tools. What a great way to word it. Two segmented telescoping arms that end in I think he has 4 prongs. We're gonna air quote hands. You take all of yourself in. What do you resemble? A humanoid? A creature? Something else entirely? I don't want to say that he looks like a trash can, but he kind of looks like a trash can. As you complete your checks and get to your power source, you notice waking up has actually taken a lot of energy. I find my hot brown morning potion and imbibe heavily. Your sensors start to dim one by one. They shut down. You are going into standby. Your body will recharge. Your optical sensors blur. You detect movement again. Yeah, coconut person. But it is unclear. It is systems offline. This is the end of the introduction and character creation section of the game. Congratulations on starting your journey. Now is a good time to pause and fill in parts of your character sheet. Go back to your character sheet and start with each functionality element with one mark filled in, which will give you a +1 bonus with that element of your character, or when that element of your character is applicable to the role being done. Do not yet fill in the rest of the character sheet, including your character's name. The rest will come later. Speaking of rest, now is also a good time to take a rest and recharge yourself while your construct is recharging. You can pause the game here and pick it up another day, or take a few minutes to breathe, separate from the game a little, and reflect on what's happened before diving back in. To continue your adventure, open the next chapter, Part 1. Hello? Awesome. All right, so those are separate files, so I'll have to go back here in just a sec, but let's go back up to the character sheet. And each of these functionality things needs a plus, or it needs a 1 in them. I'm actually not completely sure where to put the 1. Do I put it in... It's in the matrix. So I just realized, I believe this is a picture. Maybe I'm wrong, or maybe... Let's see. No, it does not want to play nice with me. That's all right. I know that 1 goes in sensing, mobility, and interactivity currently. So let's open the next chapter. Actually, we're going to take a quick break right after I do so. Just want to make sure everything's working first. All right, so there we see the next chapter. Why don't we take a quick 5-minute break? I'm just going to go get some water. and I will see you all when I get back. Welcome back, everybody. We are checking out A Construct's Nature by TTRPG Kids, specifically by Steph over there. Coming to BackerKit at the start of July. You can head over to BackerKit at the link I just shared in chat to check it out. If you're watching this on YouTube, the link is below in the show notes. Also head over to twitter.com/TTRPGkids to follow them, and or pretty much anywhere on social medias, TTRPG Kids, or if you search that, you'll come up with Steph's account. Oh, totally like an Oddish. Oh, did you decide to join me? Hi. We decided to stop trying to stare out the window. There's this very tiny window at the top of our door that if she sits at the top of the stairs, she can see out. It's a thing. Oh, thank you, Stacy. Let's redeem that pupper treat. Oh, I saw that alert come through. Weird. And it's off screen. Darned alerts. Why are things just not working right? We're just going to turn those off for now, but I do see the treat, so let's go back over here so that we can have her on camera. Can you get in your bed? Come here. Get in your bed. Over here. Good girl. Gentle. Good girl. Oh, goodness. Such a good job. Dad, there's all sorts of noises. I don't like them. Why are they doing the thing? So we did our chapter 0, which is kind of our memories and such, or our waking up. But now we've gone into standby mode, and now we're going to go through chapter 1, called Hello. So why don't we jump in? Just as a reminder, this is a pre-release demo. This document does not yet include audio narration, music, or sound effects. Content, art, and other aspects may change for the final release. To support this project and get ready to reserve your copy, head over to the pre-launch page on BackerKit. This work is protected under copyright. It may not be shared either as a whole or in part without permission from the creator. Thank you, Steph. Please contact hello at TTRPG Kids for inquiries. Please wait for the arrow to appear before clicking to not miss any of the content and to allow for pacing to set a tone. This chapter will take 15 to 45 minutes depending on how much time you spend on your journal. Tap, tap, tap. Something is dancing around you and tapping on your sensors? Your optical sensors come online, totally obscured by a wad of dirt tapping about and shouting at you. Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! What? You're awake. Wow. Hello. I'm Clump. Who are you? It's strange. You don't register Clump sounds as a language, but you understand. And you've been asked who you are. You don't recall having a name or designation. Do you choose to name yourself? You'll sometimes need to make choices that determine what is available to you later. It is now time for the first of these choices. How do you respond to Clump? Are we friendly, neutral, or do we scare Clump away? I should have set up a poll for this one, but throw your opinions in chat. Clump might have answers. It's true. That's right. I got water and not coffee. Friendly. Clump waits for you with curiosity, then replies, well, I have no idea what's going on. Do you? Welcome to the world, I guess. I feel like Clump and Knots would get along real well. Just already I feel this. I woke up here yesterday, and then you woke up too, and then you went to sleep, but then I hid. It's dark now. What do we do? Clump did not have answers. As Clump settles among the as Clump settles amongst the leaves to take a breath, a single line of text scrolls across your vision in response. Assist the colony. Knots is my goblin on Friday nights, which we're getting back to this Friday. I'm looking forward to it. We had last week off. Looking forward to getting back into some Daggerheart on Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Join us. The colony? Who or what is the colony? Your optical sensors artificially light a path ahead and highlight a dilapidated door frame across the room. Very cool. What do you do not now? Go to the door frame, search the room, or talk to Clump. I'm voting talk to Clump, but let's see if I get outvoted. You shush. Talk, okay. Searching. Got 2 for talking, 1 for searching. Give it a few more seconds here if anyone has a vote they want to throw out there. Miko wants to talk. I guess talk it is. Let's talk to Clump. Clump scampers over, looks to you, then to the doorframe, then back to you. His leaves shiver, his eyes grow wide. Uh-oh. Are you leaving? Where are you going? Can I come with you? Yeah, Clump has no answers. Journal your response to Clump. Then, tell Clump to stay behind or invite Clump along. So I feel like my response to Clump would just be that I am leaving to go to the colony, I guess. One. Clump. Yes, I'm leaving. I'm going to find the colony, I think. I think we should invite Clump along. What do you all think? Every construct needs a ball of dirt with leaves? Absolutely. Clump gives you a broad smile and his leaves seem to almost glow with happiness. You may now add Clump as your first friend. Clump the Dirt Baby. That is wonderful. Once per day, restores one plus trust energy if you reach 0 energy. Always fits into small spaces, and initial trust is +1. Clump the Dirt Baby. That is fantastic. First friend. Clump the Dirt Baby. Once per day, restores 1 plus trust energy if you reach 0 energy. Always fits into small spaces. And initial trust is +1. Your kid named the Dirt Baby. That is 100% legitimate. Kids come up with the best things. All right. So now we can search the room. I know that was the next voted for thing, so why don't we do that? Search the room. Maybe there's some clue in this room that could help. You search through the room's leaves and debris. Now it's time to make a skill check. Woohoo! Randomly select a number between 1 and 6 using a die, playing cards, etc. I will get dice out then. Let's use this one, and we got a 5. One of your skills is applicable, like your sensors. You may add the modifier to that skill for your role. However, this will cost 1 energy. More on this soon. If you can justify how your special sensing equipment can help, you may add that bonus as well at no cost. But the special equipment will become unusable until the end of the chapter when it can recharge. Okay, cool. Make your roll, add your modifiers, and total was 5, so 4 or higher. Amongst the debris, you discover a small indented metal case beneath a collapsed beam. You recognize this as an upgrade kit. Woohoo! You may add this item to your inventory. Upgrade kit. Add a +1 modifier to 1 skill, the single-use item. So when it says add a +1 modifier to 1 skill, is this a permanent upgrade? Or when it says single-use item, does it mean like if I'm doing like what I just did with my, looking around with my optics, can I then use it that one time? How does that work, Steph? Permanent upgrade. Very cool. You can only upgrade it once. You can't keep upgrading it over time. Makes sense. All right. Aside from yourself, this seems to be all that has survived through time and weathering. Return to the previous selections, and now I guess we will go to the door frame. You approach the highlighted arch. Bumping the frame, a beam shifts. Ruh-roh. Cursed. Make a mobility check to dodge out of the collapsing building. Randomly select a number between 1 and 6 using a die, playing cards, etc. If one of your skills is applicable, in this case mobility, and has a positive modifier, you may add the modifier to your roll. However, using a skill will cost 1 energy. All right, I'm going to go back over to the character sheet. There it is. I think I am going to use 1 energy. So I'm just going to journal that. Bumping into the crumbling arch. Had to make a mobility check. Used 1 energy. Rolled a... Come on, pretty dice. 4 plus 1 is 5. Let's do 4 plus 1 equals 5. If you use all of your energy before the end of a chapter, you'll need to end the chapter early and may miss parts of the story. In addition to adding a skill at the cost of energy, you may also choose to add your special sensing equipment bonus. You will need to justify how to use it. So the early vibration detection would have worked. However, once used, your special sensing equipment becomes unusable for the remainder of the chapter until it recharges. So I'm going to go ahead and keep it the way we did it. I'm not using Carly's dice this time. These are actually Chessex, just inexpensive swirly dice. Now get your core number, add your modifiers, and your total is 3 or less. Subtract 1 from the skill of your choosing as you are clipped by the falling debris and take damage. If your total is 4 or more, you dodge quickly out of the way, escaping the collapse. Excellent. So I'm going to go back over and just record that real quick. Dodged out of the way, avoiding damage. Oh, pretty. You tumble into a midnight jungle as the startled hoots and hollers of this world's inhabitants replace the sudden crash of the structure. Your gaze at the destroyed building then turns toward the wilds. Another faint path illuminates in your vision. If you did not scare away Clump and you did not speak to him after finding the door, go here. To follow the path, go here. So we did talk to him, so we'll go to the second one. And now it seems you have both a path and a purpose. Assist the colony. And that is the end of chapter 1. Hello. At the end of each chapter, your crystals and your special sensing equipment recharge so you may remove spent energy marks to prepare for the next time. However, changes to your skill stats such as damage or upgrades will remain. This is important to keep in mind for a couple of reasons. If you have a -1 modifier, you must add it to your roll or pay 1 energy to get no bonus. If you reach the X with any skill, it will become a -1 modifier and cost 1 energy if it is used. Keep an eye on how much total damage you incur. Now, you can pause the game here and pick it up another day, or take a few minutes to breathe, separate from the game a little, and reflect on what's happened before diving into Chapter 2. And that is the demo. I am super excited to see the adventures of our version of Claptrap and Clump fare. When this releases, I feel like I'm going to have to pick this up again because now I'm emotionally involved with Clump and our Claptrap, who doesn't have a name yet. We're just gonna call him our Claptrap until we know otherwise. This was fun. I think it is a adorable, cute game that like we were talking about earlier, if anyone joined after the conversation where we talked about, one, you can do it absolutely as a solo journaling game, but as a collaborative storytelling here on a stream, or as Steph was saying, in a classroom with students, or to be honest, in therapies and stuff like that, I can see this being a fantastic interactive tool. This is a great low spoon game to play. Absolutely. Thank you, Steph, so much for, one, allowing me to stream this and sending the demo over, and two, for joining us today. I hope that the crowdfunder goes fantastically. Let's throw that information up one more time. Yay! I'm glad it makes you so happy. Hearts. I am curious, since you are here to chat, what does the future of it look like? How many chapters do you have planned out? And with the backer kit, is it going to expand if you hit your goal? And then are you with stretch goals? What's the plan for that? I'm going to head over here. Zoop. 300 pages. Is that so? As far as oh, okay, so I didn't wait long enough to see your follow-up. So 10 to 12 chapters is phenomenal. And we'll expand with the backer kit. Perfect. That's awesome. I noticed that you did say in the game itself that it doesn't currently have, like, the demo doesn't have music and sound effects, and obviously the narration isn't there, but with the music and sound effects, what's is that going to be built into it, or will you have a playlist? How do you plan on that working out? Yeah, fingers crossed on stretch goals. Definitely. And so the music and sound effects are stretch goals, and they'll be built in, which is awesome. Because, like, having multiple things running sometimes bogs down some people's computers, or if you're on yeah, like crashing sounds when the building collapses, etc. That's totally awesome. I know on my, depending on what tablet I'm using, I have one for school, and then I have another one that I kind of use for not school stuff, and that one's much older, and it can't handle more than like one thing open at a time. So having to try and play sound effects on one thing, or music on something, or have a Spotify list open or something like that, would really bog down slower computers and stuff like that. My laptop's getting old too. So it much like myself, is slower these days than it used to be. But yeah, narration is a great idea for those who struggle with reading or are low on spoons. Absolutely. Hooray, low spoons games. I feel like particularly on Monday, I'm just like, I tend to be low on spoons, so this is a perfect kind of thing. Any other info that you want to throw out there, Steph? And while you're doing that, I invite everyone to head over to our YouTube and give a follow over there. Yeah, breaking into chapters definitely helps. It also makes that reason for you to get up and stretch or use the restroom, or have something to eat or something like that. I know I can get into a game that I'm focusing on and I hyper focus, and then I'm just like stuck in it, and hours later I'm like, wow, why is my stomach grumbling? I don't understand, and my back hurts. So I think the breaking the chapters is great for multiple reasons. And this will be up on YouTube later today. I'm going to share it and make it public as soon as it gets uploaded, just in case anyone wants to share it. They can go out and check this out. Make sure they go over and follow the backer kit and all that. Definitely looking forward to Bow of a Boat. Bow. It is the spiritual successor to Dragon Dowser, which if you have seen the episode of Dragon Dowser, I even got my Dragon Dowser mini that I made on Hero Forge. I got him printed as one of their acrylic standees, and he stands right here so that when I do play, I can move my mini about on the map. Love it. Both TTRPG Kids and Hatchling Games are amazing folks. Go over, follow the kit or the backer kit. Gonna share that one more time. Thanks everybody for joining me today. I definitely appreciate it. This was a ton of fun to do with you all. I hope you had fun. If you were just watching and lurking, thanks for joining us. I hope you got a good idea of what the game is going to be like, and I hope you check it out when it releases over on BackerKit. Support it, have some fun with it when it releases. And when it does, come back, because we'll be checking in with Clump and our unnamed Claptrap. Thank you, Raven, for joining. Thank you, Steph, for joining, and Stacy. Thank you all for chatting. Miko, if you're still there, I hope everything's going well with you. And everyone have a great day. I'm going to go have some late lunch. I did remember to eat a snack before, though, so that's all good. Hey, Miko. Glad you're hanging in there. I actually need to drop you a message because I had an idea about Ystera. So I will message you later. Thanks everybody for joining, and I will catch you next time. Bye.